Ariello says, how do I know when I'm ready to date? I'm trying to overcome fear and get a source of income again. Also, is it possible to be friends with the opposite gender? Great question. How do I know when it's ready to date? Well, the two people you must date first is God and yourself. You got to date God. You got to set a date, a time, an opportunity for you to engage God. Fellowship with God is essential. I'm not saying you go out to Starbucks and you open the chair up for God. He sits down. I'm not sitting there. What I'm saying is you set a date and time where you have opportunity to date God, fellowship God, get to know him, right? A date, a time, an opportunity for you to get to know him. You also got to date yourself. You got to put yourself in a situation where you take yourself out. You get to know yourself. And the more you fellowship with God, the more you fellowship with yourself, then you become dateable, because dating is not just a period of time. You got to continue to date your person over time. You got to continue to be dateable. There are certain traits that you develop when you date God. There's certain traits you develop when you date yourself. There's certain valuable traits that you develop within inside yourself when you date those two people, because then you begin to see the value of life, time, money, etc. And then you won't just welcome anybody within that union of you and God and you. Before you bring somebody with you, you consult the two. Right. And so, because if not, you end up being through, because you're allowing that person to be more to you than they need to be. Right. So you said, I'm trying to overcome fear and get a source of income again. Well, first you got to focus on that. Forget as a man, you got to get your money right. You got to, because if your honey gonna be all right, your money got to be all right. You got to be a provider, not just financially. You got to be a holistic provider. Oftentimes people say I got to get my income right, but you got to say I got to make sure my character's right. I got to make sure my mind is right. I got to make sure my emotions are right. I got to make sure my spirit is right. You got to make sure you're holistically healthy. That doesn't mean you're perfect. Wholeness doesn't mean perfection. It means preparedness. Wholeness doesn't mean perfection. It means that I'm healthy, able, in my right mind to do this over a long period of time. I've gone through various trials, and the issue is many of us, we don't understand what God wants us to be whole, complete, and lacking in nothing for. And in doing so, we start welcoming unnecessary trials. But the various trials that we should meet are trials that's going to help us defeat, help us to succeed, all that kind of stuff. Then you'll begin to understand why you had to go through these certain trials, why you had to go through these certain modules, why you had to go through these certain tests, because you know that these tests make you your best so that you can be there for the rest or the full duration of a time period for the things that God wants you to steward. So as a man, don't even think about when you're ready to date if you haven't dated God and dated yourself. And then now say, what makes me dateable? Am I financially whole? Am I spiritually whole? Am I mentally whole? Or let's use a different word, healthy. Healthy. Am I healthy enough mentally, healthy enough spiritually, healthy enough emotionally? Am I healthy enough to be a successful man in another woman's life? So get your money right. Get your heart right, etc. Also, is it possible to be friends with opposite sex? It's possible, but it's a fine line. I mean, you could be friends with the opposite sex if y'all are not attracted to each other. That's easy. but usually if you become good friends, someone that you are potentially or currently attracted to, then it's going to naturally, the human nature of life is going to naturally escalate that thing. I couldn't have been no friend to my wife. I wasn't trying to be friends, fam. I wasn't here to be friendly, fam. No, I don't want to be no friend. No, I don't want to be a friend. Not that kind of friend. I don't want to be in a friend zone. I wasn't trying to be friends, man. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Nah, I want to be more than friends. So, because I was attracted to her. There's no way I could be friends with my wife and live my life not thinking about how our life could have been together. That's how it is. Hope to help. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. And if you want to engage more content, make sure you check out the videos over here. If you want to learn more about the books that I've written or the cards that I've created or ways that you can support and engage with what I do online, make sure you check out the links in the description box below. And if you've been watching this far, you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and subscribe, hit that bell, and make sure you leave a comment. I would love to read it and would love to engage and be your coach online. I'll see you on the next video. Peace.